What's up, everybody watching on the computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and welcome to my 2019 WWE Crown Jewel prediction video. So, tomorrow, Halloween, the 31st, is Crown Jewel, which is completely stupid. Why would the WWE even schedule a pay-per-view on Halloween, which I find very idiotic. It's in Saudi Arabia, same place, the King Fahd International Stadium in Riyadh. I can't even pronounce this, but it's going to be at 1 o'clock Eastern. And here's the problem. I'm going to be at work until 2 o'clock. So I'm literally going to be an hour behind. And hopefully my friend's going to pick me up tomorrow because I don't want to deal with the rain here in New York. But they had this 10-year deal where, like, they're going to do, I think, a pay-per-view or, like, 2 pay-per-views every year in Saudi Arabia, which, I guess, it's something interesting. I just don't get it, but it's all about money for Vince McMahon, and he wants to profit off the Saudis. So, yeah, 1 o'clock Eastern, WWE Network. I'm assuming that there's going to be a pre-show, maybe a half hour beforehand. We don't know yet, but again, very dumb that they had this pay-per-view on a Thursday, let alone being it on Halloween, especially how most people on a weekday are either working or in school. So, just dumb. Really dumb. So let's just get into this card. So how am I going to organize this? You know, I'm just going to get the craziness out of the way. So let's just do tag team matches. First up, we got Team Hogan. Yes. So this is interesting. We got a 10-man tag team match. Just like a Survivor Series match in a way, but we have Hulk Hogan's team, led by Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ricochet, Shorty G, aka Chad Gable, and Ali, taking on Team Ric Flair. So that's Team Flair. So Team Hogan are the heroes. Team Flair are the heels. So, of course, Randy Orton is on Team Flair because of the whole evolution thing. King Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Drew McIntyre. Now, the odd thing here was that Cesaro was supposed to be in the match, but apparently something changed. I don't know what happened, but we'll get to Cesaro in just a second here. So, for the heck of it, I'm going to go with Team Hogan, just because I think they're going to have a big moment saved for Roman Reigns in this match. It'll be interesting how they just have the other guys behind them, but I think Roman Reigns is the one who finishes the match. And I think, my theory is, I think he's going to pin King Corbin. Just because I think they're building up a rivalry with King Corbin. Wouldn't rule that out, but we'll see how it goes from there. But Roman wins, he eats the pinfall, so Team Hogan as a team will win. So, we have a 9-team tag team turmoil match for the WWE World Cup. So this is interesting. We have The New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston. Because remember, if you did not see SmackDown last week on Fox Sports 1, Xavier Woods is out of action. However, he thankfully can still upload videos to his gaming channel, up, down, down. Well, that's a good sign, I guess. So we have Big E and Kofi, the Viking Raiders, Heavy Machinery, Lucha House Party. We have Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, the Revival, the OC, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, as I like to call them, Team Glorious, and the B Team. So, I've been hearing that Team Glorious might have a chance to win this match. They're the wild card in this match. The heavy favorite is the New Day. So I'm thinking the last 2 teams standing should be Team Glorious and the New Day. So, logically, I would have to go with the New Day to win this match just because I still think they are the best tag team in the whole WWE to date. And just looking at Kofi Kingston's amazing year that he had, even though, again, Botchamania happened on the first SmackDown on Fox. But the New Day needs some momentum. I think that if they're going to pursue the SmackDown Tag Team Championships in the future again, which I think they will, just because the New Day are big draws, and I do like the New Day. Everybody knows that. I like the New Day very much. They're going to win. And if not, maybe Team Glorious wins. But for now, my winner in this match is the New Day. So, let's go on to something interesting here. So we have a 20-man battle royal for the United States Championship. So the winner will get to face AJ Styles later on in the pay-per-view. So, Sunil Sai versus Mojo Rawley, Eric Rowan, R-Truth, Sin Cara, Brian Kendrick, Tyus O'Neil, Tony Nese, Akira Tozawa, Sheldon Benjamin, Apollo Crews, Buddy Murphy, Andrade, Drake Maverick, Eric Young, Luke Harper, Cedric Alexander, Heath Slater, Humberto Carrillo versus No Way Jose. So, logically, out of all these guys who I think will win the Battle Royal, I'm going with Humberto Carrillo just because he had a match against AJ Styles back on Raw. So, this makes complete sense to go with that theory that Humberto Carrillo, who was drafted from NXT, gets an immediate title match. So, AJ Styles later on will get to face Humberto Carrillo. Unfortunately, I know Humberto's finisher is a submission move. I forget the name of it right now. But I just think in the end, AJ Styles is too much. This is too much for a rookie that just came from NXT. AJ Styles, the veteran presence who, again, AJ's really had a good reign. Think about it. January will make 5 years since he debuted at the Royal Rumble in 2015. So, I'm sorry, but AJ Styles is just too much. He has to defend the title. I don't know. Again, who's going to defeat AJ Styles for the championship? I don't know right now, but I just think that AJ Styles is just too much. You cannot be a rookie expecting that you're going to win a championship match on a pay-per-view. And especially how, again, this is AJ Styles we're talking about. We're talking about a guy that literally has dominated WWE since he came to WWE. So, AJ Styles is your winner in the match. So, here's something interesting here. I'm kind of shocked about this. There was not supposed to be a women's match, but apparently we have a women's match. So, Natalya will be taking on Lacey Evans. I find this match pointless. It just got added to the card. I'm like, we're only supposed to be 8 matches. How does a women's match in Saudi Arabia even take place? Anyhow, I'm just going to go with Lacey Evans just because I think she has a little bit of momentum. I don't know. They want to build her up again, so why not? Lacey Evans wins. Okay, moving on. We have Mansoor, the Saudi Arabia's sports icon, taking on Cesaro. Just for the heck of it, Mansoor wins. Come on, he's in his home country. You can't just assume that Mansoor from NXT in his home country is going to lose to Cesaro. I mean, that's just... It's just a mid-card match. They're only doing it so that way they can please the Saudi Arabian crowd, I guess. But, yeah, Mansoor wins. Moving on. So... Wow, I only got about 3 more matches I gotta predict. So let me figure this. 2 more matches, right? Wait, 3 more matches. What am I saying? So, let's go with Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury. Now, Tyson Fury. Who is Mr. Tyson Fury? You may be asking. Well, I know who he is. My dad knows who he is because my dad is actually a huge fan of boxing. Pretty much when I told my dad that Tyson Fury was going to WWE, my dad was like, what? Are you kidding me? Because my dad doesn't like professional wrestling. He just finds it to be a joke from what he's told me. But he was shocked when I told him that he's going to WWE. And it's like, why is he going to wrestling? He's not a wrestler. And then he remembers how in Rocky 3, which was Hulk Hogan taking on Rocky Balboa, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan taking on Sylvester Stallone for a charity match. So, I don't understand it. I don't. But this guy, again, he's a very big deal in boxing. Again, I know who he is. He is a big draw to boxing. And currently right now, right now we know that Fury does have a match scheduled for 2020. So, right now we know that this is just interesting here. His next match is against Otto Wallen in the heavyweight division. So, it'll be in February 2020. But now, he's in the world of wrestling for this pay-per-view. So, I'm just going to say Braun Strowman wins. I'm sorry to bury a heavyweight champion from boxing. And again, I like Tyson Fury. He's a very good pound-for-pound guy. Especially how he defeated Vladimir Klitschko. Alright, Vladimir Klitschko was the world heavyweight champion in boxing for 9 years. Okay? And Tyson Fury, who, by the way, I will mention, Tyson Fury is only 31 years old. He's only 31 years old. He's still young. He still has a lot of boxing left in him. And surprisingly, in his professional boxing career, Tyson Fury has not lost a match. But unfortunately, his wrestling record's going to lose. He's going to get those hands. You cannot mess with Braun Strowman. So Braun is your winner. Moving on. So let's go to the championship matches. So, Brock Lesnar taking on former UFC heavyweight champion from the Bronx. Yes, he's a Bronx boy. Shouting out the Bronx. Cain Velasquez. So, currently, I don't know, he had a tattoo that says New York. I thought he was from the Bronx, but apparently not. Apparently he was from Arizona. That's an odd tattoo that he has, but whatever. Alright. So, these are two MMA guys. Brock Lesnar being also a former UFC champion. And especially how there was controversy in UFC with Cain Velasquez's drug problems. There was also issues that Vince didn't like how Cain Velasquez looked on TV with his body figure, but I don't know. I just find this match so stupid. Especially how we've heard from recent time that when Fox was going to get SmackDown, Brock wanted to be in WWE full time. Like, he wasn't going to do this whole part-time thing. Like, hopefully he won't this time, but Brock will defend. Somehow, someway. Disqualification, most likely, because I've been hearing that they want to save a rematch for WrestleMania Tampa, which I ruling out, no, but anything's possible, I guess, right? So Brock Lesnar wins. And lastly, let's go to the Falls Count Anywhere match for the Universal Championship, where the match cannot be stopped for any reason. We have Seth Rollins once again defending against The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Now, one odd thing about the night after is that SmackDown's going to be in Buffalo the next night, November 1st on Fox. Now, I'm left wondering a dumb question. They had a promo on Raw back on Monday saying that we have The Fiend making an appearance on Miz TV, right? The Miz is going to have him as a special guest. So, I'm left wondering one dumb thing here. these guys are going to be so tired, you know? Like, they're going to be jet lagged. I really do feel bad for them in a way. Especially how, like, you know how long the flight from Saudi Arabia to Buffalo is going to be? Very long. Unless they make them go to Syracuse and then drive on 90 to get over to Buffalo. But that's a whole different story. But that's going to be interesting. Now, the only question is, since The Fiend is on SmackDown and since Seth Rollins is on Raw, wouldn't it just make sense for Ray to announce on Miz TV that since he's won the Universal Belt, he's going to Raw? I mean, that just makes sense. Because you can't just have no champion on Raw. That doesn't make any sense. So, I'm thinking The Fiend's going to win just because there's a possibility that they're making The Fiend part of their long-term plan, and how Seth Rollins is just being underappreciated. I like Seth, don't get me wrong, but enough's enough for Seth Rollins. You know, he's had a good year. He's defeated Brock Lesnar twice. And, you know, enough is just enough. I think time for Seth to realize that it's over. You're dealing with somebody who is a psychopath, like Bray Wyatt. Like, Bray's always been a psychopath. But this is a different side of Bray we've never seen before. With this whole Fiend persona. So in order to get this Fiend persona to work, he has to win. Now, the only theory is, here's something funny that I've thought since this is an Arabian country. I wonder if they're going to have part of the match in a mosque. I don't know. I mean, that kind of would be funny. I mean, think about it. Like, imagine they're going outside of the arena. There's a mosque nearby. Because remember, this is Saudi Arabia. And, odd thing enough, Bray uses something in the mosque to hurt Seth Rollins. An mandible claw. And pretty much the ref's like, wave it, TKO in the mosque. You never know. I mean, that would be a creative idea. You don't have to sound controversial or anything, but that's possible. I would not rule that out. Like that would be a good idea for Vince. Like, imagine if they had a pay-per-view in Israel. And, you know, they wanted to have finish the match in a temple. That would kind of be funny. Or like here in the United States, like imagine if they wanted to have a Christmas match. Falls Count Anywhere, it happens in a church. Like, that would be interesting, but maybe not. Maybe they'll let them go out in the arena or something. I don't know. But somehow, someway, the Fiend wins. That's where I'm going to end it. But that's just where I think enough is enough. I'm going to wrap up this video. So, the next pay-per-view will be on, believe it or not, coming up in a couple weeks on November 23rd for NXT TakeOver War Games in Illinois. And of course, we will have Survivor Series the next night on November 24th. So 2 jam-packed nights of wrestling in Chicago. I will, of course, be making my predictions for both NXT and Survivor Series for that weekend. So it's November 23rd and November 24th. So that's exactly a week before Thanksgiving. So I think with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. So thank you all very much for watching. Once again, 1 p.m. start time tomorrow, Halloween, WWE Network. I'm assuming there's going to be a pre-show around noon or 12:30 for all we know. That's what WWE Network likes to do, and I'll have a reaction video tomorrow. And let's see if they'll take my mosque idea seriously, because that would be hilarious to watch. Very creative. And you never know. It could happen. It could happen. So until the next one, please take care.